Salah Bek. No, it's just, we just had a brief discussion, and I look at this. First, I start by welcoming you. We're very honored and delighted that you are visiting us this morning to sign this cooperation agreement. And we have always been looking at the British Council since I was a student. I studied in Lebanon at the American University of Beirut, and we used to go to the British Council there for all sorts of assistance. In fact, this is one of the reasons that I was the only student at AUB on record who did not take his English courses. And on my transcript of record is written, passed by exemption, because my English language standard was higher than the standard of the freshman English 1 and English 201 and English 202. So I didn't take either course. It's on my transcript of record. Actually, we should hang that transcript of record, please, because I'm proud of it as a student who came out with distinction and honor. But specifically that the English language courses required by AUB, I passed them by exemption because I sat for an exam before the course, and they found out that they don't need the course. And that's, I mentioned this for the first time. I think even my colleagues don't know it, because it was thanks to the British Council in Beirut that helped me with that as a refugee. I have been a refugee under a scholarship from UNRWA, United Nations. I was the first UNRWA student for a scholarship, for a university scholarship. And it was because I was the top student in the high school in Lebanon. They had only one scholarship for the top student. And it so happened that I was the top student. It was an accident. I say this because I really owe it since my student years, and I'm still a student. I call myself a perpetual student. I have had the highest esteem for the British Council. And so today for me is a very important day. And I look at this agreement, Salah, as the beginning of many centers. And what we'd like to do is, as we are doing with Cambridge, is to look at this as the central command, and to have branches or extensions in the various countries wherever it is possible. Of course, we have to go within the constraints of the British Council.
They do have constraints, unfortunately.
Of course.
Trying to work them out.
We understand that.
They are facilities more than will facilitate the spread of Talal Abu-Ghazaleh organization across the world, not the region.
Exactly. هذا صحيح. هذا صحيح. بارك الله فيك. But particularly now we should move fast on Bahrain.
Bahrain is included in this
and
one.
Oman, yes, and Oman.
Oman, they don't mind, but the thing, if you allow me, Your Excellency, we're discussing this. The first discussions was of regional basis covering Saudi Arabia, or the whole region, and then other British councils were sensitive about us going through Jordan British Council, so we have to do it directly. They're helping us with this discussion now. We're trying to outreach. For this agreement, we're covering the recruitment for TAG-org employees. We're doing the University of Talal Abu-Ghazaleh, Tagus SV, and Bahrain. It's all including this one. Other things that are in the pipeline, which is the IELTS off-site testing venue, which will be done once the building is finished, and what we did is actually we did based on their standards.
Now that you mentioned it, how about make it mandatory for every Talal Abu-Ghazaleh organization member to pass the IELTS, including myself?
Let's do the artists first before the IELTS. Let's make life a bit easier.
No, I want to do it. I want to do it myself.
Layan will enjoy this, and she will be doing the whole.
I will enjoy doing the test myself.
IELTS. Another thing we're working on is actually the British Council Pathways online learning, which we're discussing now. And yesterday I was speaking to Gavin actually, and we're planning to jointly launch the program for something like 100 students, which we want to test the applicability and the operation of the project. We need your support, Mark, with regard to other areas rather than Jordan and Bahrain, because the market is huge, and we really look forward. British Council.
By the way, we've also talked about the opportunity that we have to work together for this vocational tender.
Oh, okay.
So
we've been shortlisted.
Yes, we've been shortlisted, so we should make sure that we get it.
As long as we're shortlisted, we'll get it.
No, if you're shortlisted, you should get it.
We will get it.
I don't think any of our competitors has anybody more handsome than you. If it was on the basis of your looks only.
That's a problem. Well, I think British Council are competitors now rather than what used to be, because they are going for jobs alone. They've been asked to become as
That's great.
implementers.
So we will go as partners.
Exactly. But
We are partners.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
We're in the same consortium.
That's what I would like to.
just wanted to
That's what I would like to call us partners. Okay, sir.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and thank you for your very warm words. I think this is a great moment because, as you correctly said, this is a first step. This is a first step, a first memorandum of understanding that gets us moving. And I think what motivates me more than anything else is the impact that we can have jointly on the young people of the region, providing them with the skills that will make them more employable and doing good business at the same time. So I think this is a tremendous objective for us to set out to achieve together. So I'm very much looking forward to supporting you in terms of making the link between Jordan and the region. We have no problems with access. We will have a